Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. I'm your host, Mike Spider Slayer. And guys, it's Saturday, which means this is the latest FOC video powered by my local comic shop, highlighting some of the latest, the greatest, and newest, the hottest comic books getting ready to hit store shelves super soon. And if you guys like any of the comic books that I showcase here for you today, make sure you take notes. Make sure you let your comic book shop know that you want these comics. And make sure, if you don't have a shop, you pre-order them online, because there's some great books getting ready to come out. There's been some great variant covers as well, so don't miss out, guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead. Let's get started with this week's FOC. So remember, guys, next week is Free Comic Book Day. That's May 3rd. My shop has Free Comic Book Day starting at 9 a.m. going to 8 p.m. Then we got May the 4th. And then they got Cinco Monday Madness, man. That's pretty cool, too. I guess you get partial stamp card credit. That's something new, too. But let's kick everything off here with DC Comics. And here we got the Summer of Superman. This is Superman Unlimited. This is issue 1. I already read the preview for this, and let me tell you, this is Dan Slott's book, and I think you guys are going to like it. I think it has a good little cliffhanger based off of what I read in the preview book. So definitely going to want to check this one out. Put this one on your pull list. Don't miss out. Great little variant covers here, as you get to see. And then we got Wonder Woman. This is issue 21, as we have Wonder Woman who's teaming up with Batman at the moment. So of course you got your different covers here. That's a pretty decent cover. And then that one is really nice as well. Then we go on to the absolute reprints, where we got Flash issue 1 reprint, right? And so we have all those different covers that you can choose from. Then we have Green Lantern, issue 1 reprint. So there's that one. That's a nice one as well. So you got those. You got Martian Manhunter reprints. So there's your other different covers that you can choose from. And then you got Absolute Flash issue 3. Who liked it? Flash issue 2. I thought it was so much fun, man. High energy, high pace. You got the rogues after Wally. He's lost. He doesn't know anything that's going on. Just really a awesome book. And then we have our reprints right here. So that's really good. And then you got Batman, Superman, World's Finest. This is issue 39. I think this is continuing the We Are Yesterday storyline. This is part 4 of that. So that's a nice looking cover right there with your heroes battling their arch enemies. So that's fun. Detective Comics, issue 1097. So this is kicking off a new story called Far From Gotham. So yeah, we'll see how that story transpires in the pages of Detective Comics. And then if you've been liking DC and Sonic the Hedgehog, we got issue 3 of 5 here. There's your variant covers. I think this has been a fun story. Then we have the continuation of the New Gods. We're halfway through at this point. This is 6 of 12. Run, Run, Death is the Black Racer. So if you like the Black Racer, you might gonna like this comic. Pretty cool cover. Then we got Zatanna. This is issue 4 of 6. So that book has been okay, but I just couldn't get into the supporting characters, but the artwork is really nice. And I think she was teaming up with like Bruce Wayne in the last issue. And then we have Nightwing, issue 126. Is this a new story arc? I dropped this book. It's titled Captain Hollow Rising. So yeah, got that going on. Then we move on to the indie gems. We got Spawn, The Curse of Shirley Johnson, issue 1. So this is something different that's taking place in the Spawn universe, as you get like 12 people that come together from supernatural abilities or whatever, and they play like this deadly game, but this time they're doing it differently. So I don't know, man. This is definitely worth it to check out and see what it has in store for us. Then we have Sleep, issue 1 of 8. So when this character goes to sleep, it's not like Freddy Krueger going after you, but this person becomes something much more. So don't fall asleep, otherwise you're going to start killing people, right? Then you got Dark Stalkers X Street Fighter Blood Throne issue 1. This is a one-shot, so if you guys are into those properties, you'll probably want to check this out. Got some fun-looking covers there. Then we have Whatever Happened to Crimson Justice. This is issue 1 of 5. So that's cool. If you like Mad Cave Comics, you're going to probably like this book. They got some interesting titles out. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of a title that's coming out very soon. So here's some more variant covers for that one. Then we have G.I. Joe issue 7. It's a new story arc, a standalone Night Force covert a standalone Night Force covert op. The first appearance of the iconic Beachhead, but is this really the last mission? The new G.I. Joe epic starts here. Oh boy. Let's see what happens. There's your cover art. I'm excited to see Beachhead in this. And then we go on to Mega Man Timeless issue 1. This is a one-shot. I saw the Free Comic Book Day preview of Mega Man. Guys, this is really good. We're going to have Mega Man books. They're one-shots that all go through the timelines of Mega Man. And this is the first one. And then we have Pinocalypse. This is issue 3 of 6. This is a fun book. I still haven't gotten issue 2. I don't know where that's been. I like the first issue. And you got your sexy girl covers on there. So yeah. And then you want to talk about sexy girl covers. This one is kind of X-rated. So we got Heat Seeker Exposed, A Gun Honey Series 1 of 4. So here's your main cover right here. And then there's your variants. And then they just get dirtier from here. So you got this censored version. You got this one here. You got this like cosplay one. And then you got that one. And then you got this one with her on a little raft, chilling out, pointing a gun at somebody. And then you got her swimming. And then she's got this going on here. So yeah, so check that out. Then we move on to Marvel. And then we have Death of Silver Surfer issue 1. So that could be a fun book. I mean, I know death books don't really mean anything anymore, but it could be a fun story. You just never know. And there's your variant covers. That's a really cool cover. I like that one. And then we got this one, him just surfing away. And then you got this book. I don't know, man. Giant Size X-Men issue 1. These are the books with Miss Marvel in there, where she's like inserting herself in the past stories of X-Men. Is it going to change the history of X-Men? There's no way. And then we have this variant cover here. And then you got this nice cover with Storm. That's gorgeous. And then you got this classic X-Men cover, which I really love those classic X-Men days, right? And then you got your spoiler cover. You got a Wolverine cover. And then we move on to Spider-Girl issue 1. So if you want the debut of Spider-Girl's ongoing series, check this out. I think there's no more Spider-Boy. So yeah, I mean, this could be fun. Is she teaming up with Wolverine? We'll see. That's a cool cover there where Spider-Boy is on the cover. Speaking of him, there is a ton of covers. There's a Peach Momoko. And then you got your Rivals cover there. Then we have What If Donald Duck Became Iron Man issue 1. That's a classic cover right there. So if you want to check that out, go for it. That's just weird. All right. There's a lot of covers for this one. Holy cow. All right. And then we got Venom Original Sin issue 1. Eddie Brock had become the King in Black with power over all symbiotic kind. Through space and time and travel. Could you blame him for wanting to use the power to go back to the time when Peter Parker wore the symbiote and fix a terrible moment in his past? Could be a fun little Venom story there. It's got some nice covers there. Here's a book that you should pick out. Go find issue 1, guys. Predator vs. Spider-Man. A great Spider-Man story. Probably, I'm not going to say it's better than Ultimate Spider-Man, but it's a good alternate story where Spider-Man is versus the Predator. Looks like Mary Jane and Peter are married here. We got the Predator that's on the loose. You got a villain that's in this book that is an arch enemy to Spider-Man, but it looks like he's going to be helping him out. Just, oh my God, this was so good. I love the first issue, and let's hope that it does keep up. And then we have Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell. This is issue 2 of 3. First issue was pretty cool for me. We're going to see what issue 2 has to offer. Nice cover right here. And then you got Elektra on this cover. Is she going to be in this book? That will be interesting. And then you got this weird cover. So there's that. Then you got Deadpool Wolverine. This is issue 5. It's just a fun book with these two teaming up, doing battle against Strife. So there's that one. And then you got this nice Alex Ross Nick Fury cover. So that's cool. And then there's your other variant with them doing battle against zombies. Then we move on to Doom's Division. This is issue 3 of 5. Not a book that I'm currently reading, but if you want all those Doom tie-ins, check that out. There's your variants here. And then you got Luna Snow, right? I think that's who that is. And then you got Magic. This is issue 5, where you got the J. Scott Campbell cover. Story may not be very good for a lot of people, but if you love collecting J. Scott Campbell covers and you like Magic, that might be for you. That is an interesting cover right there. And that is pretty cool too. Then we have the Rogue the Savage Land. This is the conclusion to that story arc. So yeah, we got that. There's your variant covers there. Also another J. Scott Campbell there. And then we have the continuation to Ultimate Spider-Man issue 17. Are we ever going to find out what happens to Harry Osborn? I don't know. We'll see. And then you got this nice Mary Jane cover. And then you got Richard Parker. And then you got the Black Cat there, that teaming up with each other. Then we have Godzilla vs. Hulk issue 1, the second printing. So there was that. And then you have Wolverine and Kitty Pryde issue 2 of 5. Along with your variant covers for that. And then we got a couple other indie gems here. We have Be Not Afraid issue 1. So that looks like another horror book from Boom. That's what they tend to do. And then there's your variant covers there. Very interesting and grotesque cover. That is just weird. Then you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Naruto issue 4. So if you guys like that property, you're probably going to like this book. And a few different covers to choose from there. And then your final order cutoff is due by Sunday, 6 p.m. So tomorrow on Sunday, I'm dropping a video that has a free comic book day preview on top of some comic shop talk, because I'll be talking with the owner of Comic Central. It's already on there for the members of the channel, but like I said, it goes live at 11 a.m. Sunday. Hopefully you checked it out. Also, there were all the books that we highlighting that are getting ready to come out in about a month from now. So hopefully there's something there that you like, so you can let your shop know. And of course, guys, I always will leave you more content right here for you to click on. Remember, support those local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, I'll see you real soon.